Hi guys, hello everybody, all intermediate students, MPC, BIPC, NEET aspirants, IIT aspirants, CBSE students and parents. Grand welcome to SBMS Academy of JEENEET Physics. This is exclusively conceptual and object-oriented coaching center. This is Mr. BHANU MOORTHY Sharma, Senior Physics Tuition Master in Hyderabad, having 30 years of teaching experience. My dear NEET aspirants and IIT aspirants, CBSE students. From this today onwards, I am going to release some sensational video classes on physics. Chapter-wise gunshot concepts, numerical solutions, very important conceptual models. Let us discuss in each and every video class. From today onwards, I am going to release these sensational video classes in physics every day. So keep on watching my video classes. If you want to, if you are interested to join in this institution, so go through my numbers 9885277893 and 9652901063. These are my phone numbers. And you observe my previous video classes also. I have a YouTube channel. I already released some of the video classes. Now in this video class number 1, I want to project some kinematics chapter, gunshot conceptual models. Okay, let us move quickly. Every day I am going to release chapter wise on the behalf of students and parents request, right? First conceptual model, already for NEET students, it is asked in 2017. Okay, it is a very important concept for MPC mains students also. So in 2017 for NEET students, this is the question. This is escalator. Preeti stands here at the bottom of escalator. She gone to shopping mall. Then she found that the escalator was not working, not functioning. Then Preeti walked herself with her own velocity v1, then reaches the target here, okay, in t1 seconds. And the very next day, again she gone to same shopping mall, same spot. Then and she was found that escalator is working now. Now escalator is carrying Preeti with its own velocity v2 and takes her to the target, same target here. So there is this point in t2 seconds. Now on the third day also, Preeti gone to the same spot and target is the same. Then escalator is carrying Preeti with its velocity v2 and Preeti also is going with velocity v1. So in 3 successive days now Preeti observed these points. What is the time taken by the person to reach the target in the third case? This is the question. Answer is T is equals to T3 equals to T1 T2 by T1 plus T2. This is the formula. 4 options are given to you. So what is the concept involved in this question? Length of the escalator is same in all 3 cases. So in the first case, L equals to V1 T1, L equals to V2 T2. Okay. In the third case, L equals to V1 plus V2 into T3. Because in the third case, both are moving in the same direction. Very interesting, you know. Even escalator is carrying Preeti in the upward direction, both velocity V2. Preeti also is walking now along with the escalator, okay, towards the target. So that is the reason why we are adding these two velocities. My dear students, in the problem only T1, T2 are given. Velocity is not given. We are assuming. So we want to get rid of V1, V2 values. Okay. So from this equation, V1 value L by T1, V2 equals to L by T2. Then we have to substitute these V1, V2 values in this formula. So L by T1 plus L by T2 into T3. This is L gets cancel on both sides. 1 by T3 is equals to 1 by T1 plus 1 by T2. This is the formula. From this we can get this relation. So this is very important model for MPC students as well as BIPC students. Okay. So this is my way of teaching in this academy. So in this video class I am projecting only 3-4 conceptual models. But when you join in our institution, okay, nearly 40-50 concepts, such type of conceptual models we can discuss in this academy. Okay. This is my own house. So we started this academy in the year 2014. So it was running successfully from that year. So tremendous response is coming from students and parents. Okay. So let us move to quickly very second example now. Conceptual example let us discuss. So I have my own academy now. After 2014, I established this academy, right? Physics institution. Second example is a ball capital E is thrown from the top of a tower with some velocity u. Okay, then it follows parabolic path and falls onto the ground in t1 seconds. And second ball B is dropped from the same point, from the same height of the tower, that is hedge. Then it takes t2 seconds. So first ball is thrown horizontally, it takes t1 seconds to reach the ground. Second ball is gently dropped, it takes t2 seconds to reach the ground. So what is the relation between t1 and t2? Means which one reaches the ground earlier? Very interesting question. Okay, conceptual it is. So both times are equal under vacuum condition. Okay, in options given only t1 greater than t2, t1 less than t2. t1, t2 both are equal under vacuum. t1, t2 both are equal under air resistance. Okay, so very interesting concept it is. Maximum number of students will confuse in this case. Because they will think that first ball is thrown with greater velocity, so it goes very fast and reaches the ground very fast. Okay, so t1 is very smaller. Some students will think like that. Okay, but some students will think that it travels more distance, that way it takes more time. So t1 is greater than t2. They will think like this. So it is not correct. So actually, in the case of vacuum, both timings are equal because height from which the two balls are dropped and thrown is the same. So if height is same, height formula h1 is equals to h2 equals to for first ball, second ball. Okay, for first ball h1 equals to uy into t plus half gt square. But uy is initially in the vertical direction, uy equals to 0 for the first ball. Because we thrown the ball horizontally but not vertically, you know. So initial vertical velocity is 0 for the first ball. Okay, so if you substitute this value, you will get half g t1 square. For the second ball, it is simply a freely falling body. Freely falling body, you know that half g t2 square. Because in this case also uy is 0. For both balls, initial vertical velocity is 0. So half gt2 square. So second equation, first equation, but both are thrown or dropped from the same height. So we are equating heights h1 equals to h2. So then half gt1 square equals to half gt2 square. So my dear NEET students and IIT students. So this is the information. T1, T2 both are same. It indicates that both balls reach the ground simultaneously at the same time. But condition is there, provided some condition. What is that? In vacuum. If there is no air resistance, this is a possible. But suppose in case, in examination, if they ask that if air resistance is present, then which time is greater? If air resistance present, first ball travels more distance, you know, air generally flows upward direction. So if the ball comes down, air flows upward, 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 everywhere. So at each and every point, first ball experiences more air resistance. So this air does not allow the ball to fall down quickly, you know. That's why air resistance it experiences everywhere. So more distance traveled, more air resistances it experiences. That's why it takes more time. So T1 is greater than T2 in such a case. If air resistance is considered, T1 is greater than T2. It takes more time because it experiences maximum resistance force by air friction. Okay, so this is the second concept. Now let us move to third concept quickly. So I am conducting online classes, offline classes every year. This academic year also maximum number of students and parents have requested me to initiate the classes. So I started this institution in this academic year in the month of August, just yesterday only. We started the classes. I'm going to finish the classes by December first week, okay? Because the MPC students are going to attempt phase 1 examination in the month of December, second week or third week. So I'm going to finish the classes, first year package 4.5 months, second year package also 4.5 months. Okay, so but NEET examination is going to be conducted in the month May 2025. For those students, I'm going to conduct the classes, online and offline classes. Long-term students and short-term students are coming to my institution. So I'm conducting offline classes for nearby students and online classes throughout India. So many students are listening my classes. So let us move to third concept quickly. From the top of a tower, first ball A is thrown vertically upwards. It reaches the ground in t1 seconds. From the top of a tower, the ball A is thrown vertically upwards with some velocity u. Then it reaches the maximum height and it falls onto the ground. Okay, in t1 seconds. Now, second, that is 10 seconds. Second ball B is also thrown but vertically downwards. It is also thrown but vertically downwards from the same point. So consider that point, highlight points, same point, same velocity, like that. Okay, it reaches the ground in t2 seconds. That is given as 7 seconds. Now, if third body, say C, okay, third ball C is gently dropped, it is represented with the dotted line, gently dropped from the same point, from the same height, okay, all these heights are equal, okay, so then how much time it takes? My dear students, this time formula is under root of t1, t2, this is the information. So, under root of 10 into 7, that is 70. How can you get? This is suspense now. In this academy, we can discuss each and every conceptual formula derivation we can give. Nearly 40-50 applications, concepts, formulas. We can derive those formulas so that the students can get maximum awareness. Okay, they can analyze the problems, each and every problem. Then easily they can get the score in examination. So, maximum number of students got very good marks in physics, and physics is a major thought which plays an important role in deciding the ranks in NEET as well as IIT mains. Okay, so don't waste your valuable time and join in this institution quickly, then avail this golden opportunity. Right, so first topic is over. How much time that first or third ball takes to reach the ground means t1, t2. Okay, root 70 means around 8 point something seconds. Now, what is the velocity with which the two balls are thrown? With what velocity the two balls A and B are thrown? Because their velocity of projection is same, you know. One is upwards, one is downwards from the same tower. So, what is that velocity? So, I am going to derive that for equation, don't forget, okay. U equals to half G into T1 minus T2. This is the formula you should recognize. For each and every problem, there will be one formula. So, unless you know the formula, you can't solve the problems, okay, numericals, that is. So, in this academy, the specialty is we are representing the formulas for each and every concept within the box. So, box formulas. So, unless you know these box formulas, you can't solve the problems, okay. So, don't worry, no fear at all, BHANU MOORTHY is here, okay, BMS sir, then you can clarify each and every doubt with me, right. Group discussions also will be there between me and students so that the students can get more and more awareness. They can analyze the problems easily, numerical problems, right? Whatever the tough problem it may be, we can solve it easily because of experience, that's all, right? So, what is the velocity with which the two balls are thrown? Means, first ball, tower formula for A, tower formula is H1 equals to half G T1 square minus UT. Tower formula in the lower classes, in the regular intermediate class, we derived that formula, okay. So, I don't want to derive that formula directly, I can put. Next, second one is height H2. For the second one, height H2, okay. H2 equals to this thrown vertically downwards, you know, half G UT2 plus half G T2 square. So, these are the equations. We know that these two heights are equal. Okay, H1 equals to H2. I am equating these two. So, half G T1 square minus UT1 equals to UT2 minus plus half G T2 square. Okay, variables should be separable. Half G comes this side, half G into T1 square minus T2 square. Okay, equal to UT here separate, U separate, then T2 minus plus T1. On both sides, this is A square minus B square, T1 plus T2 into T1 minus T2. On both sides, T1 plus T2 gets cancelled. Then U equals to half G into T1 minus T2. So, this is the way of expression. Each and every conceptual formula we can derive in the academy only. Okay, right? So, this is the method of explanation. So, my dear students, these three concepts I am releasing today. Tomorrow I am going to release some more examples, some more conceptual, beautiful, fantastic concepts are there in each and every chapter. I am going to release really 5 concepts every day from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so this is informative video class and also at the same time kinematics video class number 1. Sensational video classes, these are by BMS sir. Okay, so you do the long journey with BMSR, then you can be succeeded. Okay, wishing you all the best, my dear NEET students and mains IIT mains students for your respective entrance examinations. Okay, one more information I am giving to you. It is a very happy news to BPC students. Okay, that is NMC, National Medical Council, has announced all courses from this academic year 2024 onwards. So through NEET entrance examination, up to 2023 only 2 courses were introduced, MBBS and BDS. But from 2024 onwards, not only MBBS and BDS, but also Ayurvedic, homeopathic, medicine and science. Okay, medicine and surgery. Okay, different branches are there, courses, and naturopathy, bachelor of naturopathy, bachelor of veterinary science and animal husbandry. So different courses were introduced through NEET entrance examination. They must qualify NEET entrance to get the seats in those various courses. Okay, throughout India. So common paper for entire all students, CBSE and intermediate board students. Then if you do a little bit hard work, then easily you can do all problems. Out of 45 questions, nearly 40 questions you can do clearly without strain, just by drinking water, just like, okay, by drinking water you can solve the problems, because conceptual based questions they are asking in NEET entrance examination, and BMS Academy is especially for conceptual oriented objective coaching center. So I think you understood. I hope you understood everything now from me. So don't waste the time and take admissions quickly. My numbers are writing here: 988-52-77893 or 9652-901063. So these are my numbers. Preferable this number. Okay. So whenever you want, you can talk to me. In the early morning hours from 4 to 8 I am going to conduct the classes, and afterwards evening hours from 4:30 onwards to 9:30 p.m. evening classes I am conducting. I have 8 batches in this academy. Okay, and for long-term students, those who are not going to intermediate colleges, then they can come over to my house, or they can hear my long-term classes, online classes between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Okay, so whenever you want to join in this institution, talk directly to me, okay, with the help of these numbers, and clarify your doubts. Wishing you all the best, all students, right? Bye. See you in the next class.